Hello, and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, we will be discussing Perry Stone and the new news report that just came out a few days ago. To those of you who may not be aware, I actually did a live stream last year around April. And in that live stream, I shared two dreams I had had in regards to Perry Stone. One of the dreams was dated March 27th of 2021. The second dream was dated April 13th of 2021. What I didn't share with you all is that I actually had a third dream on June 18th of 2021. Now here it is. I have never had a dream about this man. And last year I was given three dreams about him, literally almost back to back: March, April, and then June. So, what I want to do is share the very brief dream I had on June 18th of 2021. In the dream, I saw this young woman walking down this slightly dark hallway. She had a cup in her hand, and I knew she was going to get coffee out of this break room. I saw Perry Stone, and where he was standing, it was pitch black. So it would be very hard for anybody to actually see that somebody was standing there. This young lady had on a very short but flowy dress. So there was a lot of legs that was exposed. And when she walked, you could kind of see more than you should. So as I was watching Perry Stone, I saw him slide behind this door. And behind this door was a small glass window. And I saw his eyes piercing through that window, staring at this young woman as she was walking down this hall. Now, mind you, I was able to feel what this woman was feeling. And she could feel fear. Like I felt fear for her. I know that sounds strange, but it was like I was able to feel what she was feeling. But the vibes that Perry Stone gave off, it was like he was a stalker. And it gave me so much just bad, like, I don't know, it was just a very creepy feeling, I will say. And that's what I saw, and I woke up from it. Now, you have to understand, I was very disturbed by this because I'm like, why in the world am I dreaming about this? And lo and behold, I started doing some research, and I came to find out that back in July of 2020 was when we first started hearing about allegations that were being made from employees um, towards Perry Stone. This article right here, what I will do is I will link the article in the description box if you would like to take a read for yourself. But just to kind of give you a general breakdown of what this article is saying, it was saying that the board of directors for Voice of Evangelism had announced that Perry Stone was to step aside from the pulpit and his travel ministry. They said it was in response to behavior that he had deviated from the biblical standards set in place for this particular ministry. The statement said that a couple of employees complained about inappropriate words and actions. The ministry asked Perry Stone to take a sabbatical, but expected him to return. They said he had sincerely repented, and there was a statement made by Perry Stone in which he said that he had asked God and his wife Pam to forgive him, and he humbly and sincerely asked those who were hurt or offended by his actions to forgive him as well. So, a few months after Perry Stone was asked to take a sabbatical, He actually returned back to the pulpit. Now, there was a new news article that had came out around December 27th of 2021, stating that there were more allegations that had surfaced against Perry Stone. It was said that at least 7 people connected to the ministry, including some couples, had shared information that investigators sought about sexual misconduct allegations against Stone, as well as the evangelist's connections to the Bradley County law enforcement. Um, at a November 30th event at which Stone had spoke at, a woman interrupted his presentation, calling him a nasty perv, and security quickly removed the woman from the room. According to the Times Free Press, federal investigators with the Chattanooga office of the FBI have been questioning people connected to Stone's ministry for about a month. According to 5 people with direct knowledge of the conversations, those 5 individuals were all former employees of the ministry. Um, the said bureau is gathering information about the misconduct allegations, as well as his Perry Stone's finances and the connections that he has to local law enforcement. So, you guys, this has become very serious. So let's now fast forward to recent. Yesterday, on April the 2nd, there was a news report that came out stating that Perry Stone is now under investigation by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. So the article basically is saying that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has a list of at least 9 alleged victims and has interviewed at least 5 people. The newspaper adds that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation spokesperson confirmed by email that the agency is investigating the Cleveland, Tennessee-based televangelist at the request of the District Attorney General, Steve Crump, who has to decide if charges need to be pressed after the results of the investigation. The newspaper claimed in an earlier report that the Federal Bureau of Investigation began looking into sexual misconduct claims against the minister last November. More than a dozen people connected or formerly connected to Stone's ministry told the Chattanooga publication at the time that they were worried about what appeared to be a lack of accountability in the ministry. Claims of inappropriate conduct involving groping, unwanted kissing, and showing women he was aroused were first made in 2020. This news report also stated that some expressed outrage that the board of directors at Voice of Evangelism, which is Stone's international evangelistic outreach, did not involve law enforcement or fully investigate claims of misconduct against the televangelist. Stone has sought to explain that the victims misinterpreted his social behavior, which he described as normal in Italian culture. I, first of all, would like to thank a subscriber for sending me this article. When I read this article, and this article that I just read from is from the Christian Post, and again, I will link all of the articles that I am citing in this video so you guys can check it out if you haven't already. But just so you can have the sources, I will definitely link it in the description box below. But you guys, when I saw this, I was blown away because it spoke to so many things that the Lord was showing me about this man. And I told you all that I deeply felt a concern that we really needed to pray for him. When God reveals things to us, we may not always understand what we're being shown, but God knows exactly what he's revealing because God sees everything. And I told you in that live stream, as I was sharing those 2 videos, and even about the other pastor, I told you that Both of their ministries represent end time ministry. And what was very fascinating with one of the dreams I shared on that um, live stream that involved Perry Stone and another pastor, that Revelation chapter 18 was connected within that dream. Here it is. We have this pastor who I used to follow years ago, and the Lord told me not to listen to him anymore. I didn't know why. And it's only until 2021 the Lord revealed these three dreams to me. And even when I had the very last dream on June 18th, I had no idea why I was being shown this. But clearly, we see what that dream was referring to. You guys, God is bringing exposure, and He's been bringing exposure. And the Lord told me before we even enter into 2019 that there was going to be exposure coming to the church. He gave me that word for 2019, and He gave it to me in 2020. And you guys, we just keep seeing the exposure that's taking place within the church. Everything starts at the church. So, you guys, this video again is not to bash, but it is to shine a light on the importance of how we truly have to be careful in who we're following. So, again, if you have not seen the video where I share the other dreams in regards to Perry Stone, I will link it in the description box as well. And I will also include it in the end card of this video. So, you guys, I really hope and pray Perry Stone repents. I pray he does what he needs to do to make things right. But I'm really worried about this man. So if I receive anything else, I will definitely let you guys know. Love you all. Take care. Bye.